of you. Today we will discuss chapter Introduction to Object Oriented Programming in PHP. In this chapter we learn about object oriented concept like as a classes, object, encapsulation, inheritance, then constructor, interfaces and the introspection. First, we can imagine our universe made of different objects like sun, earth, moon, etc. Similarly, we can imagine our car made of different objects like wheel, steering, gear, etc. Same way, there is an object oriented programming concept which assume everything as an object and implemented a software using different object. Then before we go to details, let's define important terms related to the object oriented programming. First one is the class. This is a programmer defined data type which include local function as well as local data. You can think of a class as a template for making many instances of the same kind of a object. Then what is the object? Object an individual instance of the data structure defined by a class. You define a class once and then make many objects that belongs to it. An object are also known as an instance. Then in the class we can declare the member variable. These are the variables defined inside a class. This data will be invisible to the outside of the class and can be accessed via member function. These variables are called attribute of the object once an object is created. Then member function or the method. These are the function defined inside a class and are used to access the object data. Then next concept is the inheritance. When a class is defined by inheriting existing function of a parent class, then it is called inheritance. And here child class will inherit all of few members function and variables of a parent class. Then the parent class, a class that is inherited from by another class, and this is also called as a base class or a superclass. Then next concept is the child class, a class that inherit from another class, and this is also called a subclass or a derived class. Then also polymorphism is the another concept in the object oriented programming where same function can be used for the different purposes. For example, function name will remain same but it take different number of arguments and can do different tasks. Then the data abstraction, any representation of data in which the implementation details are hidden. Encapsulation refers to a concept where we encapsulate all the data and the member function together to form an object. Then the constructor for a particular class, it refers to a special type of function which will be called automatically whenever there is an object formation from a class. Then next concept is the destructor. It refers to a special type of function which will be called automatically whenever an object is deleted or goes out of a scope. Then first one is the class. Then how you can create a class? Then the class contain the methods and the properties and the characteristics of the object to define the object, syntax for the creating a class. Here you can use class keyword for creating a class, it is must. Then you can use the class name as a variable name. Then here you can use the extend and the base class. This is the optional part. If this is your base class, then there is no need to extend the base class, but if this is your child class, then you can extend the base class features. Then the here in open bracket you can declare the number of variables, means the property, or you can also assign the value at the declaration time for that particular variable. Then here you can declare the function or the define a function here. First you can use the function keyword, then the function name. This is also the variable or the argument. Then next one is the argument list if necessary, and here you can define the code of a function which is executed at the runtime. This is also optional part, and then here the close the bracket for the function and also class. Then one example for the creating a class, here class emp, you can create a class emp, then opening bracket you can declare the properties, means the variable and also functions, and then close the bracket. Next one is the object. Then an object is bunch of variables, means the property, and functions, means the methods, all grouped into a single entity. Then the syntax for creating an object, here $object, this is necessary for creating object or creating or declare any variable. Use the $variable, $object equal to new and then the class name. Here new keyword is used for creating a object. Then example for the creating object, here also create a class emp, then properties and the function for that class, and here after creating class you can create a object $e1 is equal to new emp. This is the class name. This is the important. Next is the declaring the class. How you can declare the class? This is the example for declaring the class. Here write, this is the PHP script for the declaring the class. Class stud, and here public $name, means here you can use the variable having the name, and next one is the percentage %per for the particular student. Then you can also define the method public function keyword here, then set name is the name of the function, and here you can pass the argument as a $name which is declared earlier here. Then opening bracket of the function, then $this and name is equal to $name. Then first, what is the $this? $this variable is a pseudo variable available when a method is called from within an object context. $this is a reference to the calling object, usually the object to which the method belongs, but possibly another object if the method is called statically from the context of a secondary object. Then you can also here declare one another function getName, and here this getName function return the name of the student. Then here we can create an object for the student class. Here $s1 is the first object for the class student, and here you can declare the object by using the new keyword. Here also you can create another object $s2, means there are two different objects $s1 and the $s2. Then by using the $s1 object you can call the function set name, and here you can pass the argument as a ram, and also same here you can call this function again by using the another object $s2, and here you can pass the argument name Sita, and you can display that name by using the getName method, means you can echo that function. You can also display the both name Ram and Sita by using the two different objects $s1 and the $s2. Next one here access visibility. In above program you can declare the variable publicly. Then what is the access visibility? Then what is the need of the visibility? First, the visibility of a class member relates to how that member may be manipulated within or from outside class. There are the three different levels of the visibility: public, private, and the last one is the protected. Then why you can use the public access visibility? If you use the public access visibility, then the public class members, means the properties and the methods, are available throughout the script and may be accessed from the outside of the class by using the object. Then next one is the private. If you use the private access visibility, then the private method and the properties can only be accessible within the class. We cannot access the private variable or the function of the class by making object out of the class, but we can use the private function and property within the class using the $this object, means the pseudo variable. And private visibility in PHP classes is used when we do not want our property or the function to be exposed outside the class. And last one is the protected. Protected visibility in PHP classes are only useful in case of inheritance and the interface. Protected method or the variable can be accessible either within class or the child class. Then the next concept is the object cloning. First one is, what is the object clone? Here object clone means an object holds a reference to another object which it uses. When the parent object is replicated, a new instance of it is created so that replica has its own separate copy. Then syntax for the object cloning. First, here you can consider any variable. $copy of object means this is the name of any variable, then equal to clone. Here you can use the clone keyword for the cloning of object, and the $object means you can create it earlier. For example, consider the class emp. Again, class emp, then you can define the class code, properties and the function, whatever you want it, and then here you can declare the or create the object $e1 is equal to new emp, here opening and closing bracket also, and then you can clone that object here by using the syntax $copy underscore e1. This is another variable, and here you can use the clone keyword and then use the object e1 here, and this create the copy of the e1 object which is saved into the $copy underscore e1 object. Next concept is the accessing properties and the method. Here you can create an object and create a function and the method. Then how you can access that properties as well as the method? Here, after an object instantiated, use a hyphen and a greater than symbol. These are the two symbolic characters to access the methods and the properties contained in the object. This is also called as the member selection notation. Then syntax for the accessing property and as well as the method. Syntax for this, first one is here for the property, $object means the name of the object, then member selection notation, then the property name, and for the object, for the method here $object method name. Consider the example for the student class here, class student, then you can declare the property means the variable here public dollar name and public dollar percentage means the PR. Here you can use the access visibility for this property. Here public means this accessible throughout the script or the throughout class or also through outside the class. Then you can declare here another function publicly. Function set name means you can set the name of the student here and you can access this name by using the pseudo variable dollar this. And then another function is the get name means you can display the name of the student or the retrieve the name of the student which is provided as a argument to the particular function here. Then here you can declare the object $s1 is equal to new keyword then the student class. This is the constructor here. And then accessing, you can also access the method by using the member selection notation. First one is $s1 is the object, then you can call or access the method set name method and here you can pass the argument as a ram. Then after accessing this method you can display the result for this method by using the get name and here accessing the property $s1 object dollar name is equal to Sita echo $s1 get name. Thank you.